Hey everyone, this is Bailey from the EMH, and I'm back with another Elephant Money video. And I just want to share with you guys, just the other night, I was in bed sleeping. It was like 3 a.m. and I wake up, my mind is racing, and I'm thinking about Elephant Money NFTs. And it's really it's kind of incredible. So I was thinking about like how I think undervalued they are and how absolutely amazing that they're going to be in the future. All right. So I just kind of wanted to share with you a little bit of kind of my thought process and what I was thinking about these NFTs. And I was kind of picturing it as, kind of like a dividend stock, and a lot of people really like dividend stocks and funds and investment funds that pay a good dividend rate because they look at it as they can reinvest it and grow over time, and then when they want kind of that passive income stream, those dividend stocks really supply like a very good value. So they're kind of like a store of value that also you are sharing in the profits of the company, and so there's like this list of like the dividend kings, so like kind of like the longest paying, most successful kind of like stable companies that share in a lot of the profits back to the shareholders, right? So I kind of had this idea in my mind of, kind of like a safe, reliable, place to participate in, and you're going to be getting, this great yield, and the longer you hold it, the more and more that it'll appreciate in value. So it's kind of like thinking about the Elephant Money NFTs in this regard, So a couple things, guys. So like when you're investing in something like this, or, you're looking for some kind of passive income stream, you want to make sure that it's going to be reliable and it would be kind of like around for a while, or that it's very safe, So if we just take a look, what I did was I created this little portfolio on Coin Codex, and I just I set the date range to the day that Elephant Money was released, back May 4th of 2001. All right, so it's been now in existence for over a couple of years. And I just decided to put together this portfolio of 1 trillion elephant tokens. And if I had held them from May May 4th, 2021 until today, and also if I had acquired 5 Bitcoin on that date and had held it to today, and also if I had acquired 50 Ethereum on that date and held them to today, so over 2 years, what the price performance would look like. All right. And so we see that the elephant token over the past 2+ years, has appreciated 3,233% in value. All right. Whereas, we noticed that Bitcoin and Ethereum are actually down close to 50% over that same 2+ year time frame, right? Now, I'm not saying that Bitcoin and Ethereum are, bad investments, but what it shows you is that the elephant token is extremely strong and it can really perform in even harsh for crypto market conditions. So like the economic environment, especially for crypto, has not been very good. And the elephant token is just built like rock solid with, all the tokenomics, and the liquidity building strategies and everything, that it's really going to perform well, regardless of any sort of turbulence in the market. All right. So that's kind of like that safety feature where, this thing, it's going to be a juggernaut. It's going to be around for a long time. And it's a very reliable system and protocol. All right. Very great community, great developer. So, very bright future. So you're going to look to that if you're going to try to make, an investment long term, or if you're going to be looking for something that you want passive income from in the future in an extended time frame. So elephant money is pretty solid, guys. So this elephant money unlimited NFTs, and how it works is every single NFT, basically it gives you kind of profit share with the elephant treasury. All right, so Bertha. All right, and it pays 1% APR of the size of that elephant treasury. All right, and it will basically be accumulating throughout the day. And then when a community member hits the sweep button, so one person would do this each day, and then those rewards, so right now over 1 billion elephant tokens, or 225 BUSD, would be distributed to the pool of NFT stakers. All right, and so far, the NFTs have paid out close to 21,000 BUSD so far in the program. All right, so NFTs have not been out for very long. It's actually been less than a month that they've been out. All right, and currently right now, the elephant treasury, it's evaluated close to, I believe, $34 million. All right, so right now the NFTs are paying roughly about 41% APR. All right, and so that's a very generous, if you think about in real world terms, some of these dividend kings, that you're looking at. All right, and then you can see, guys, that the APR on something like the elephant token or the elephant money unlimited NFTs is actually much greater. All right, and one of the things that I just wanted to highlight was, a lot of people that are into crypto, they're like, oh yeah, well, it's not really that much, like each day. And one of the things to note about this, it's pretty interesting because the dividend itself is being paid out in actual elephant tokens. All right, so you're actually getting not a stable coin yield or one of these inflationary assets. You're actually getting basically is kind of like a Bitcoin fountain. So you're getting the elephant token, which we've seen is a very, very good, solid, appreciating store of value. All right, so the dividends that you receive, if you let them sit, they will actually be appreciating over time. So there's a few elements at play here that are going to make this APR actually long term much more valuable than what it would appear at first glance if you're not familiar with some of the mechanics of the system. All right, and I just want to show you guys. I had my elephant money price little calculator here, and I was just putting in certain amounts of capital, and how when Bertha buys back the elephant token and when participants buy the elephant token, I was just looking at the price appreciation of both the elephant token, what that looked like, but then also how the elephant treasury, Bertha, how her growth would look like. And, if you're familiar with some of my other videos, I'd kind of talked about how Bertha's growth is actually much quicker and faster than the price appreciation of just the token itself, right? And that's because Bertha's continually buying elephant token, all right? So buying back the elephant token. So part of her growth is actually she's accumulating more and more tokens in the treasury, but then the act also of buying those tokens appreciates the value of the tokens as well. So she's experiencing kind of this two-dimensional growth where not only are the quantity of her tokens expanding, but also then the value of those tokens are expanding as well, or appreciating as well. So I just put in $100,000 of buying, and just to kind of see how the price of the token would appreciate, and then also how the value of Bertha, the elephant treasury, would appreciate. And you can kind of see over time that, we have nice price appreciation on the elephant token. But you'll also notice, guys, that Bertha, and I have Bertha getting about 80% of the tokens that are being purchased here for the elephant buyback program, and the other 20% going to, say, participants. And you're going to see that her price appreciation outpaces the price appreciation of just the token itself, right? And I did this process a few times where I put in more capital. So here's 200,000. And you can see again, so nice price appreciation on the elephant tokens themselves. All right. But the elephant treasury, okay, outpaces again the price appreciation of just the token alone. All right, because again, the quantity of the tokens are also increasing, as well as the price of those tokens. All right, and same thing here. So I put in twice as much money, and we can see, guys, that the price appreciation, all right, the elephant token is going to be like pretty amazing. All right, but the treasury is going to grow even at a more rapid rate. All right. Now, why am I showing you guys this? Well, two things. All right. So you're going to be getting paid for NFTs. You're going to be getting those dividends in elephant token. So those dividends are going to be appreciating, all right, in price very nicely. All right. But also, what's very interesting dynamic is that since the amount of elephant tokens that are being sent to the stakers is actually an APR of Bertha, all right, the elephant treasury. So we can actually see that the elephant treasury is actually growing at a faster pace than just the price appreciation of the token alone. All right. So that's interesting because you're going to be profit sharing and getting a slice of Bertha's kind of superpower, where in the future, she's going to be rocketing to these ridiculously high levels, because not only is she soaking up that appreciating store of value token, but she's gobbling more and more up as well. So she's going to be increasing in value and in quantity. All right. So the pool is going to experience like a really nice kind of increase in elephant tokens that are being sent to the pool. And then those tokens are going to be appreciating in value over time. All right. So I was like, kind of like thinking of all of that swirling in my head. I'm like, these elephant NFTs right now are like extremely undervalued, because people don't, it's hard to conceptualize this unless you really like understand the system. All right. And what's really unique, guys, is that we're almost about halfway through the minting of round one. All right. So we have here, let's see, overview, 4,500 NFTs have been minted, which leaves 5,500 NFTs left for round number one, which means they cost 1 BNB. All right. And if you know about how the pricing system works, is that the next round of 10,000 costs 2 BNB each. All right. So twice as expensive to get in and to get a share of that elephant treasury. And, as the price goes up, all the value, the minting value actually goes right into the elephant treasury as well. So what's really interesting is that it's going to be very, very cost prohibitive or very expensive to get in the future. But if someone does get in the future and pays a higher price for the NFTs, that higher amount of money kind of pumps that elephant treasury. So you're not really going to get diluted as far as like your share of the profits. All right. But it's going to get harder and harder to get in. Imagine if, the rounds go up to where each NFT is worth like 8 BNB. Like, people that got in on the ground floor are probably not going to want to pay that price for it. So building your position now is really something that you want to try to think about and take advantage of. All right. So I right now only have 5 NFTs. And when I started to really think about this and think about kind of the long-term prospects of, having this constant elephant money fountain flowing in, and those values are going to be just appreciating over time. And as Bertha gets bigger and bigger, there's going to be more being pushed into that staking pool as well. I was kind of like, woof, I really got to kind of reevaluate my strategy and figure out how to get more of these before, especially like round 1 is up. All right. So pretty exciting stuff. Everything in the Elephant Money's ecosystem is, really thought out and put together like really, really well. And the NFT system here is it's pretty awesome. It's pretty amazing. And it pays out in perpetuity, so it's kind of like owning a slice of those rock solid big dividend companies. You can continually get that passive cash flow for as long as you hold it. All right. And then if you do want to cash out at some point in the future, a marketplace is coming where you can actually sell your NFTs if you wanted to. All right. And since that floor price is continually rising, you'll be able to sell that NFT for more than what you had paid for it. So pretty awesome stuff, guys. So I just wanted to share that with you, kind of like me thinking about these Elephant Money NFTs and how really amazing they are. And oh yeah, one last thing, the longevity of the ecosystem, guys. Like, if you think about it, Bertha is going to be paying 1% of this treasury now. In perpetuity, she's on the hook for it. So all additional NFTs really just pump the ecosystem and add no more like future any sort of debt, stress, or liabilities on the system at all. All right. So Bertha's going to be paying this 1% to these NFT stakers regardless. All right. So you probably want to get in and get a position so you can experience some of that wealth and prosperity. All right. Awesome, guys. All right. I'll catch you on the next one. This is Bailey from the EMH. I'm out.